Hi, my name is Aubrey Page, and I'm from the Change Starts Here Collaborative, and we provide resources and support for parents and professionals working with kids with neurodiversity. So what does neurodiversity mean? It is a word that I really wanted to use when I started the collaborative, and I realized it is a word that not a lot of people are familiar with, and so I want to go into it a little bit more. So the term, the neurodiversity model, was developed in response to the medical model. And so the medical model says if you have these symptoms, then we are going to diagnose you with this. And then that diagnosis is something that has been shown to be wrong with you. So if you think about cancer, that is something that is not okay with the body, and we're going to try to fix it. Well, when it comes to brain differences, if we use the same thought process, then we say that if you have ADHD, then something is wrong with you, and we want to try to fix it. Which sounds kind of benign, but when we look at the autism community, this became very harmful because we said, oh yes, your child has autism, but we want to try to fix it. We want the child to look like they're typical, act like they're typical. We want to try to find cures for autism, and that became very harmful for the kids who are experiencing that. And so because of that, we want to focus more on the neurodiversity model. And what that really means is that kids with brain-based disabilities, and so like, for example, I specialize in FASD, which is a brain-based whole body disability. And autism, interestingly, is very similar in that up to 40% of individuals with autism also struggle with seizures, which is fascinating. So we're still learning all about different aspects of brain-based disabilities and how it affects the whole body. But these disabilities are focused in the brain, right? So do we say in our head that our kids are broken and they have this disability, or do we say their brain just works different? That's okay. The reality is that many of you and many of your friends have ADHD or autism that has been diagnosed later in life. And so as you get that diagnosed and you're learning more about it, you're like, so then is my friend wrong? Are they not a good person? Are they not a good adult? Do we need to fix them? Or do we just say, okay, their brain works different, and because of that, they need to usually create accommodations for themselves. That's how it works. But sometimes we even have to accommodate. We can say, okay, we're not going to blast loud music for our friend who gets really anxious and overwhelmed with loud music. Makes sense, right? So the neurodiversity model accepts and even loves the fact that brains are different. They function differently, and we should use that as a way to improve our world and not detract from it. So I want us to learn more about the neurodiversity model this month, and I want us to think about what it would look like if instead of seeing ADHD, autism, FASD, and many other brain differences as deficits, if we saw them as strengths that look different and can make our world more unique and more beautiful. There are so many times when I work with individuals with FASD when they say something and I'm like, I would have never thought to ask that question, but that is a good question. And they just really make me see the world from a different perspective. And I hope that for other kids, right? Other parents, I hope that you get to experience that awesome that just makes you see your world in a different way. And you can only do that if you see your kids as on a spectrum of brain differences, which is the neurodiversity model. So go to our profile and check out more. We have a slide deck explaining the neurodiversity model, and stick around, follow us, and we will teach you more throughout the month.